All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Hakodash. Peace and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. They give us his truth and all the purity. And salutations to all Yakim pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth and sincerity in the truth. I'm the brother Yawasap, and the topic of this lesson will be going into the whole, digital system that, that's just being laid out, which ties it into prophecy, going into the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast prophecy states that it's going to come a time, where, people are not going to be able to buy and sell without having, an implant up in their bodies, which is what, all these different policies and, legislations and things of that nature, that's what they're all leading to. That's why all the news, it's all geared towards, digital currency and things of that nature. Now, I have this article, and it's from consumeraffairs.com, and it reads, nearly 80% of consumers use some form of digital banking. So 80% of consumers use digital banking. 80% of people walking around, do not use cash, and, it's done by design. People have been conditioned over the years to, use, Apple Pay, tap and go, and, having a chip in their debit cards to where, they rarely use cash, So 80% of consumers use some form of digital banking. I myself, I barely use cash myself, man. Get paid, you get paid, direct deposit or whatever. And then, your money goes to your bank, and, the money that you use, I know personally, I use tap and go, use the debit card, barely use cash, man. But hey, man, the world is gearing towards, this whole, digital system, man. To where it's going to come upon a time where people are going to be, presented with, paying with, their hand on their forehead or their foreheads, where they're going to be able to just scan your hand or your forehead in order for you to pay for things. And that's why we've seen those viral videos coming out in the past couple of years of people using their hand, tapping their hand when they go to the grocery store to pay for goods, because it's the social conditioning leading to the MOTB, the mark of the beast, which is going to be that CBDC implant that the elites are trying to use to control the world. It said, just as a desktop computer has given way to smartphones, banks, the last bastion of brick and mortar businesses are getting a digital makeover, and consumers are starting to take notice. If you haven't already, say hello to the risk of digital banks. Most of us have still Slacker. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Slacker. I got interrupted, but let's get back into this article. It says, while most of us have still used a bank's drive-through or ATM to deposit our checks or take out some cash to get us through the week, the digital banking sector has been steadily growing over the last 5 years to the point that close to 80% of Americans now use some form of digital banking service, a number that coincides with a decline of physical bank branches. Yeah, so it's a decline in, physical cash, cash and physical banks. They've been closing a lot of banks, during the past couple of years, man. Closing a lot of branches, because most people really don't go to banks like that anymore. They just use digital banking. It says, this is not requiring people to buy an electric car and spend time trying to find a place to charge it while traveling. Digital bank saves time in the future. Richard Guzmano, the founder of CEO BCC USA, told Consumer Affairs. Now, we got this article right here from the peoplesvoice.tv, and it says 100% digital. World Economic Forum orders governments to outlaw cash for non-licensed individuals. So, it's going to come upon a time, in the near future where it's going to be outlawed for you to have cash. You see, this is what they're getting towards, man. They're getting towards the whole digital system. It's going to be illegal for you to have cash on you, to where, you might be considered a terrorist for having cash on you, a domestic terrorist, because they're going to say, why would you cash? What are you trying to hide? Why is it, you using dirty money, because during COVID, they did the same thing. They tried to basically say that cash was dirty. COVID was spreading through the cash and things of that nature. Well, that's what is getting towards, man. It says using cash to make anonymous purchases that are not monitored by the central bank's invasive monitoring system will soon. Slakia, it says using cash to make anonymous purchases that are not monitored by the central bank's invasive monitoring system will soon the reserved for VIP elites who hold the licenses to use cash. If we allow Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum to roll out their careful laid plans. So, only people with licenses is going to be able to use cash, man. So cash is going to be obsolete. And this is ties into prophecy, man, because we know prophecy goes into, the MOTB with the mark of the beast. And we're going to get that. This is Revelation chapter 13. Verse 15, and it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, so the image of the beast is going into what? This whole, system, the system of, what they call it, the Great Reset, so that's the image of the beast, man. So the he is talking about the elites. So he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, so it's going to come upon a time where, not getting down with, what the elites are pushing is going to be detrimental to our lives, So it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads. So all is talking about all, man. It's going into the people that have money and the people that don't have money, the rich and the poor, So all, both small and great, even the billionaires, they're under authority. Your Elon Musk, your Bill Gates, they're going to have to, have their own version of the chip too, So he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So people that's locked up, and people that, regular people, the average citizen that's paying their own taxes, they're going to have to take that chip too. So it says, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand on their forehead. So a mark is going into what? Let's go into the word. The word mark is charagma, and it says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamp on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. It says the mark branded upon horses, then carved sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. Yeah, so this mark is basically going to be a sign of ownership. The elites are going to use that to show the world, to show, the Most High that, they own the people. The people that take it pretty much is giving themselves over to the beast, They're sacrificing their freedom to the beast, saying that the so-called white man is their Lord and Savior. You see? So that's what makes you an anti-Christ, which is anti-Hamashiach, anti-Yahushua, which is what? You're against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You're against the ways of the Most High and His Son. So it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads. So we know that mark is going into what? That chip. So to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads. Now we know that Elon Musk, he's working on what? The what's it called? The Neuralink, and then they have all these different companies that's working on using the hand, putting the chips in hands to pay for things. That's how you know that this prophecy being fulfilled, man. Because no other time in history have you ever seen this happen before. Why is it this is the only time in history where we've seen this taking place, even though this prophecy was written about over 2,000 years ago, man. So there's no way you could deny that this is prophecy being fulfilled, man. You got different camps saying that no, the mark of the beast is spiritual and things of that nature. Well, how do you explain the buying and selling part, man? Well, it says no man should buy or sell except you have the mark, which we go into the word mark, which is going into what? Thing carved, sculpture, graven work, going into, a physical thing, man. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you got to have, the mark, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now, the number of the beast is what? 666. That's why when you go into the UPC code, it matches up with 666. The first bar, the middle bar, and the last bar is 666. So when it says the number of them, it's like it says in that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So the number of his name is going into, the 666 bar, because that's what makes America rich. That's what make America and the Western powers rich. That's what make the world go around, is them, moving goods around, and moving goods around requires for them to have that UPC code. And it says, here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So 666, the number of a man. The number of that man is what? The so-called white race, because they're the ones that, control things. They're the ones that operate, this whole system, So that him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So, if you have understanding, if you have wisdom, you understand that, the mark of the beast is a physical thing. It's not a spiritual, man. It's not no, kiss a white woman, get with white woman, whatever these other camps claim it to be. It's clearly a physical thing, man. It has to be in your right hand or your forehead, which we know is going to be that CBDC implant, man. You see? So this thing is coming, man. And it's closer than ever before, man. That's why, all the different articles, the different signs are leading towards that, man. A digital system, because the dollar is about to collapse due to hyperinflation. You got this whole war going on in the Middle East, where it's causing the price of goods to skyrocket, and at the same time you got the price of goods already up because of the dollar being overprinted, So hey, man, it's bound to lead to the downfall of this economic system, man, which eventually is gonna lead into a digital currency, man. So with that, I hope this was edifying. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem Yahshua, Hashem Hakodash, peace and abundance to the apostles and elders of GMS that give us His truth and all the spirituality, and salutations to all you Akim pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and the truth. Shalom.